All right, guys, Day Miami, we are back. We are back at the Berry Farms, and now we are back with, I think I'd say the backbones, the people, the peeps, the majors, the messiahs. We've got Carl and Dacia with us. These are the owners of this spectacular place of the Berry Farms. We've had Carl before. We've never had his beautiful wife, Dacia. Dacia, welcome. And Carl, welcome back, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
No, please.
Welcome.
I mean, we're ecstatic. Before we went, I always say I'm going to ask questions before, but then I stop myself and go, no, wait till the pod starts. What came to you guys' mind to say we're going to do this in, as our friends say, in the Redland? Not the Redlands, the Redland.
The Redland, no S.
The Redland, no S.
Yeah.
You know, I was corrected already today in the morning.
I think it almost depends on who you ask also. Some people are the Redlands, some people are the Redland, but
well,
you know, we've the family, we've been in agriculture for so long. And we saw the need when we started out at Bursberry Farm, which was right down the street.
Oh.
And what was amazing was on 127, so now we're on 137. What was amazing is this piece of land became for sale in 2018.
Oof, that prior to COVID.
Right prior COVID.
Right prior COVID.
Closed on it 2019. At that time, we were really starting to develop a big following for the agritourism.
Yeah.
The pumpkin patch, which is the season now, the corn maze, and moving on and through all the different seasons that we're blessed to have down here, which up in the north, they don't. They get really one season or two seasons, and that's about it. So the evolution of moving to here, and then as we've expanded and grown back and able to acquire more land, and we're really proud of all the land we're buying. As we see this area is developing with more residential, we're actually increasing our agricultural footprint in this area.
Absolutely. Wow.
Well, Dacia, what were you saying when all this was going on? Were you like, let's go for this? I mean, what the hell are we doing? Or
well, we wanted to bring a piece of country to Miami because let's be honest, if you go to Georgia, you go to Texas, they know how to do country.
100%.
But Miami does not know how to do country.
No.
And so I said, babe, this is what we're gonna do. This is the aesthetic. This is what we're going for. So we traveled to Texas. We looked at some different farms and things like that. We wanted to bring a piece of country to Miami so that you came out here in September, October, and you felt what other part of the country is, right? You come out in your flannel shirts, you take your pictures with the pumpkins and get a little piece of harvest, you know? So I think it's very important for Miami to experience.
You know, it's funny you say that because we were talking to Lisette prior, and I was telling her, you know, what's all the craze with the fact of how Miami's become so country?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like it's always been there, but I think they just like kind of figured it out.
Right.
And it's
well, then
special.
all those people over there and I'll say, oh, Miami, you're not country,
No,
but you know how Miami, we'll step up. We'll step up.
We're passionate about anything.
Of course, I mean, please.
And we got the part. We look the part.
Oh,
We're
this is why I'm in flannel.
We look great.
I'm sweating bullets, but I'm in flannel.
It's such a gem here in South Florida. But you guys didn't just come up with this in 2018. You have deep roots in farming. Tell us about your family history.
Yeah, we do, and I'll let Dacia go on this one. She's got it.
Okay. So I grew up a farmer's daughter, which growing up young, it wasn't cool. I wasn't even proud, honestly, to say I'm a farmer's daughter because you wanted to be like everybody else. So I've grown into now just being so proud to be part of a 3-generational farm. So my grandpa was a farmer, and I grew up a farmer's daughter because my dad also joined the farming business. And so I grew up going with my grandpa and dad on the farm, picking strawberries. I worked at the U-Pick when I was in high school. So this is where I learned the hard work ethic.
Absolutely.
Work hard, play hard. I saw my dad and grandpa work from sunup to sundown. From fall to June, we would not travel until the summer. So they would work hard, they would come home, and I would see that work hard, play hard mentality. And I was proud, but I don't think I am as proud as I am as in the past, I would say 15, 20 years. Because I didn't understand the roots, you know what I mean? And so today, being a part of that, my grandfather, my dad, now my brother, and my husband started in 2008, and he's really revolutionized the farm because if we would have stayed doing what we did then, we wouldn't be what we are now. Because something had to change. We needed some newness.
Yeah,
we needed
new
some
flair.
freshness.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, farming with a flair. Could we say that? Yeah. You know, farming with a flair.
Absolutely.
I mean, you always need that new. We talked about this last time, Carl. You know, which at the end of the day, I mean, I think it's important for people to know the hard work, time, money, And
it's not easy.
it's not easy. I mean,
being a farmer is not like that. What everybody like. Oh, you be a farmer, whatever. Yeah, it's a lot.
I mean, this is not. We're not in the Ewings. You know what I'm saying? With the fact that we have oil in the backyard here.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what you guys have accomplished, and we talked about this with all your guests prior here, in the sense of what the Berry Farm represents to them, and why so many people keep on coming back.
And for all the seasons too.
Yeah. What is it?
And our team does an amazing job of keeping Miami captivated. But not only Miami, it's Palm Beach, it's Broward, it's over in Naples, and keep them captivated and a reason to come out. And one of the things we're most proud of is we get to share this agricultural world with everyone. And they get an idea. Now we've got, the cows back there and the tortoises back there, and we've got the corn, and we're growing the strawberries and the tomatoes and the pumpkins, and now we're introducing something really fun with the chickens and the hens that's going to start probably in the new year.
Eggs. Remember, we're going to be having pasteurized eggs.
You see? I mean, you're like a little surprise box. Every time we
love
talk
it.
to
Daughter, it's coming.
I know, we think of new things, but we love it. Like we really have a passion to share, and there's something even larger we're doing, but to share what we do with the younger generation. Like you had, the assistant principal of South Dade, Vergara, on here earlier.
Yes.
And Mike has been so instrumental in this whole community, in this area. And so we're able to not only employ his students and the SID students, but go for every single grade from kindergarten and pre-K all the way to 12th grade, come for the field trips. And so one thing we're debuting this year, along with the chickens for the full cycle of where eggs come from and the life cycle, is our Jack Wishart Education Center.
Oh, wow. That was my grandpa.
Wow.
Which was her grandfather.
I love that.
And that's going to be in the back. So that's going to be a natural flow, and it's going to have, you know how you get the signs in Metro Zoo that talk about the animals?
Yes, of
displays?
course.
So everything we grow and do here on the farm is going to be a self-guided educational
they're going to
tour.
learn.
That's fantastic.
That is going to be fully functional 24/7 for every single person to really know not only what we do, but how we do it.
Well,
Okay, we definitely need a preview. I have to be here for that.
Well, you got to let us know. We can come and we can cover it. But
Two more weeks, we're ready.
My biggest thing about that is, to tell you the truth, is like, you guys are just doing this on your own, right? This is not.
Yes.
You guys are not getting any type of funding or anything like that. I mean, this is an education. So why the hell is we're not getting any type of educational funding for this? I mean,
now to work on it.
This is crazy.
We need to work on it.
I think that's spectacular. I mean, the fact that you can have, an educational program here,
Well, I think maybe it'll build from there. Once people see, maybe they'll want to invest more and make more into it. As they see children coming, learning, they're going to learn how to grow a tomato, a watermelon, everything from start to finish,
You have that in class, but imagine now, doing it here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I say this, and this is what Ann and I, and Eddie, we always preach, in the sense of, this is what we try and strive ourselves in a day in Miami. We like to spotlight these places, because there's places that people do not know exist.
Yeah. Sure.
I always told you since the beginning.
And the backstory. They don't know the backstory. Yeah.
Especially the story of your family. Listen, my grandfather, everybody, Cuba, farmers as well.
Yes.
That is a beautiful story in the sense of what you guys are doing here, in the sense of the pumpkin patch, the start of fall, that people are coming here and you have a sense of fall, that you're not in Georgia, you're not in Texas. Yeah. But I said from the beginning, I think that this place, and I'm not saying for any other reason, I say it because I like to all those politicians that listen to our program to take notice and say, listen, these are the places that we have to support.
That's right.
These are the places,
Locally.
local places like this, in the sense of what's in our backyard. I know we're going to have the commissioner here, and I want to talk to her a lot about that.
Yeah.
But I really think that what you guys have started, and the fact that you guys reinvent in a constant basis. I mean, what do you have? Like, do you have like what's what they call the Imagineers? What do you have here? The Farmineers?
We're
Disney of farming. That's what we call it.
We really do. We have Tuesday morning meetings where we meet with our entire staff, and
I love it.
It's always the same deal. It's what works and what doesn't. What's going on, what doesn't. And the evolution of line dancing, which is almost 8 months old, which is really able to penetrate and to be loyal to a group that we haven't ever really been able to work with, which are the teenagers.
Okay.
And so now we give them a place where they can kind of have a nightclub, where there's no alcohol, there's no vaping, there's no drugs. We have full security.
The parents feel safe.
I trust.
And it's all over TikTok. I
saw it.
And so it's a safe place for them to come. And we also have standards here. And this is kind of what the kids have started to learn. There are certain things they are not permitted to do here. Maybe at home they can do it. Maybe at Dayland Mall they can do it. But here they're not allowed to. So the world of really letting them know, look, this is what's acceptable here on this farm, and this is what we want you guys to do. Have a blast within this structure.
Correct.
And partnering with all the schools and all the assistant principals and the directors of the schools has really been instrumental in, it's an outdoor experience from 7 to 11. On your Life 360, your kids are at the
That's
Berry
it.
Farm.
Yeah.
I mean, what a better place
that.
to know where your kids are.
Safe, they feel
Right.
safe.
And the fact that you guys have been able to lure so many teenagers over here to the Redland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
But
a
it's
lot
not-
around here, though, too.
But that's
A
what I'm
lot.
saying.
But
A
it's
lot
not
here.
that. It is, depending where it's centrally located. If you're in the Gables, it's 40 minutes. If you're down in Homestead, it's 20 minutes. If
Listen,
you're
I'm in
Kendall,
South
it's
Miami.
50.
I got here in 25. I got here in 25 minutes. I got here in
Yeah,
25 minutes.
It's
Not too
really
bad.
not that far.
No.
It's kind of a short.
It's
short
on people's
jump
head.
over.
And you forget where you are when
Yeah.
you come here. That's the goal. Is you come here and you're like, wait, I'm in Miami.
Exactly.
No,
That's the goal.
I think we're not. Well, Denise and I, when we walked in, Denise said, I feel like I'm in a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
That was
That's
the
exactly
goal.
right.
That was the goal. Yeah.
Denise, I feel like
A piece of Hallmark.
We're in countdown of Hallmark mode with, fall
Yeah.
and Christmas and Halloween and Thanksgiving
And you
already.
try to pay for the aesthetic for the photo.
Yeah.
Just bring your family here, and that is
And
the
do it
goal. That you're
together.
here for a few hours. You have the grandpa, the mom,
Yeah.
the moms, the kids, whatever. Everybody has a place. The grandpa can get a shake.
That's what I'm saying.
These ones are jumping over here. You can
Yes.
take your family harvest photo. You can pick. You can see the chickens, the cows, the strawberries.
Yeah.
There's something for everybody.
This
for
is
a few hours.
this is the place you want them to burn their adrenaline so they can go home and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Question for you guys: How strong has it been? The maybe doing the food stuff that you guys do here.
Yeah.
You do all these food challenges. We do all the different food things.
The best
so that's
barbecue.
bringing families together.
Really good.
Yeah. And it's been that's been education. This whole world down here has been education because there's certain things we can do and certain things we can't do. So within the guidelines of everything, of the food and being able to grow everything that we're sending here on the menu and have the eggs now on it and the beef in the back, everything that we're doing is really full circle and fully sustainable. The smoothies and the milkshakes and everything. So a lot of it's been education. Working with the county, working with RER, and really learning what we can and can't do and what's allowed and permitted here. And the fun thing is that they are on our side within the programs, and we are starting to work back toward a brewery and a food concept,
Really?
And a
real
wedding venue.
fun food
Wow.
concept on the property.
Game changer.
Stay tuned.
Separate.
Yeah.
Game changer.
Ooh, that's
It's going to
fun.
be good. So that's in the works, and we're hoping in the next year and a half, we're able to debut that. So it'll be a place for adults, for kids, for everyone to come and really, really enjoy the country on brunch, lunch, dinner, the whole deal.
I love that. And I want to
Cornhole,
say,
the
I've
things.
come here every season with my family. And like you mentioned earlier, this is where we take our family photos
Yeah.
Perfect.
for Christmas, harvest, spring.
And it's more affordable because we're already doing all the
Yeah.
backgrounds for you. Just show up with
Just
your
show up and
outfit.
Yeah.
smile.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And they have a Santa Claus
Oh,
in Christmas.
yes.
Well,
He's a
I
great
wanted to get
Santa
into.
Claus.
To
Wait,
get
you
into
have,
that.
You have to.
Yeah,
they
he's a
have
great
to be
Santa
jolly
Claus.
looking. Hello.
Talk to us about Halloween at Berry Farms.
Okay.
So this year, it's a little bit of a different twist this year.
Okay.
Right? And part of the reason was because my visions, a lot of times I have this vision and
Halloween's a lot. It's a lot.
and it's not always either the county doesn't permit it and it's not allowed or it's too much work or whatever. So this year we're going to scale it a little different. We're not doing the haunted house and all the haunted deal like we have in the
Okay.
past. It's really tough. It's tough to get the kids to be the scare actors. What we're
They don't
going to
show
focus
up.
on instead is more. I always say, if I like a cheeseburger but you want a hamburger and everyone wants a hamburger, cheeseburger's out. So what we've wanted hasn't necessarily worked as well as we wanted with the community, but what has worked is line dancing. So what we're going to do is theme
But a
the
haunted
Halloween
style.
nights,
I think it's
haunted
fabulous.
style,
I love it.
Right.
but around line dancing.
I
Okay.
love
We're
it.
gonna still have the creatures coming.
Okay.
Out.
So the theme
Yeah,
nights
we're
is going to
still
be
have
two
people dressed
separate
up.
nights, and that's going to be the Halloween time, and that's going to be the line dance because that's what the kids have embraced. That's what they've asked for.
Could we do the corn maze still?
Corn Maze is
Yeah,
more
it's
than likely
happening.
still going to be out and open for nighttime.
This
Yeah,
reminds
I mean,
me
that-
of a
'Cause that's
thriller
thing,
video.
that thing at nighttime.
Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
No,
It's scary.
that is that. Come on, a little line dancing, a little corn maze.
Remember the guy's name in Corn? The scary kid in
No,
Children of the Corn?
no.
Malachi.
Damn.
Really?
He'll haunt you forever. Remember the guy with the eyes that was like the
He
blue?
took me last year. I go,
Yes,
if you leave me, I'm not talking to you again. In the parking lot, I said, I'm not opening my eyes, and you're gonna hold my hand, and you're gonna get me through this thing. I am not
Yeah.
opening my eyes. It's just
And
scary.
I want to ask you, what do you hope to inspire in our South Florida community? As you mentioned earlier, we don't have this type of atmosphere anywhere else in South Florida.
Yeah.
What are you hoping to instill in the younger generation now that they're kept indoors a lot of the time?
Apart from line dancing.
Apart from from line
Yeah.
dancing.
Well, I think pride of their community, also, wanting to eat healthy, seeing that, we're not just eating food, where does it come from? And to come here just to have great memories, to come back and say, every harvest, every Christmas, we have great memories with our family here, taking photos. They don't just eat, a strawberry, they actually see where it's coming from, where it's grown, and they appreciate. So they're really appreciating what they're putting in their body and how it comes together,
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, and the farm was, when we really designed and built the farm, we laid it out in a way where you can sit in one place and look all around and be able to see where your kids are and keep an eye on them and not have to chase them. Like you were saying, Manny, they can still get worn out and tired and do it. So I want generations to come. I want 20, 30, 40 years for them to say, oh, the Berry Farm still has it. They're still creative. They're still doing things, and they're still creating, which was the main reason why, I had this vision of this location, this farm, was to make those forever moments be forever. Whether it's a newborn baby, or it's a
100%.
maternity picture, or it's a wedding picture, or whatever it is, those pictures last forever.
Right. Creating an experience for the family. Let's get off technology and create experiences, right?
I know.
That's perfect.
Yeah. The technology one is, but it's good. Dacia, question for you. Talk to me about all this that people can't view, but we're going to be posting pictures of this. But
merch.
We have all the merch.
Yes.
I know we had all the
We have a lot of things in the works.
Yeah, all the stuff that, Carl brought, which, Carl, whenever you want, pass by the office again. But anyway, all the great jams and everything that he brought.
Oh my
Spectacular.
goodness.
The store.
Yeah, when you come here, stop by, where the merch is, get your little farmer hat and all your little, hoodies, and then we have Yetis up and coming. It's a little bit behind, but the merch is here, and the jams are awesome, and the honey. Let me tell you, you will never have had the best honey.
That's why I'm saying
It's
to
a
Carl.
honey
Carl.
goodness.
I
And
mean,
the
Carl brought-
jalapeno jam. And
We got it coming.
Yes.
The effort that it takes to coordinate something on this level, on this magnitude, I always go to a venue or location, a place of business, and I always admire the amount of behind-the-scenes work that it takes.
Absolutely.
And so we do take a lot of pride with the kids that work here, a lot of high school kids, the FIU kids. So when you say, what kind of pride do I want? We had our introduction and meeting with the entire staff the other day, and I said, this is an incredible first or second or third job for you, because you are going to learn so much from the hospitality world of what it's really like to treat, to serve, and to serve people on another level. And this is going to be an incredible, whether they're for their future wife or future husband one day, or kids, the service aspect that they learn of how to make people feel happy, loved, enjoyable. And we can go on and on about just making somebody feel loved, wanted, desired, respected. It's amazing the feedback that we got from that 1 and 2 hour meetings with our kids of what they think people want and what they're looking for.
I love that.
Well, I tell you something. I think that you guys are not only really doing something for Miami, you are building on Miami.
Yeah.
And is there any plans of you guys expanding any your vision, Carl? I mean, what?
I have big visions, but I gotta be honest. This concept.
The brewery and the wedding venue are coming in the future.
Well, let me tell you something.
Wow,
I don't know,
love
but
that.
I think that you'll be
It's gonna be
sold
great.
out in a wedding venue here.
Yeah, no, it
It's
would do
happening.
great. Our team is so good with so many creative minds, but I'll be honest with you, I'm glad you asked me that question. If you would have given me all the obstacles of where we are today in 2020, no way I would have done this. It's a lot. Like anything. We were
And
just
you don't
talking
want to
about
just do it,
Hannah.
you want it done well.
Listen, the
Also,
fact that you went through COVID.
Yeah.
Oh.
We built this
But
thing
you know
during
why?
COVID.
They wanted to come here. Nobody was required to wear masks. They could walk around. They were free. It was fresh air. Like, it was refreshing for people.
I mean, it wasn't.
It's true.
You had the space.
We're
Everybody
like
could be
that.
the space without an issue.
Yeah.
Any with the issue. But let me tell you, that wedding venue. I called it with another
told
thing,
him.
and I tell you, wedding venue here. I can
With the
tell you
sunflower?
right now.
Yeah.
And by the
Oh,
way,
yeah, the
the sun
sunflower.
just came out. Look at
That's
that.
my
Look
baby.
at that
That's
shot.
my
Look
baby.
at that shot right now.
That's
Perfect.
the golden hour. The golden
That's
hour.
the golden hour. But I'm gonna
That's
tell
the
you,
money right there.
we're gonna get so many requests in the damn Miami, people saying, when is that wedding venue gonna be open?
Yeah.
Because I could just see it. I mean, and I'll tell the
Because
people
you're
out
not
there.
just having it somewhere. You're having it at a farm.
But it's not that. You don't even think you're having a wedding in Miami.
Yeah.
No.
It does not look like you're having a wedding in
Wait.
Miami.
Pause right now. Look behind you. It's
It's
packed.
gorgeous. No,
It just got packed with people.
Yeah, I can't see Carl anymore.
gotta
by the
line
way.
dance. You gotta go
Carl's
out there
been
and
That
line
blinded.
golden hour is
Oh,
coming
yeah,
to you
that's
now.
all
Carl's
right.
been
My
blinded for
favorite.
me.
Yes,
Carl's
it's
been
filled
blinded
up.
for me. So, guys, let me tell you before we let you go. I think what you guys have done here is not only the best thing you've done for maybe all of South Florida with these berry farms, and I've said it many times, but I really do think that I was even more impressed and moved when I spoke to Mike today with the program that you guys are doing alongside the school. I think that's fabulous. And I insist, and I keep on insisting, that whatever you guys are going to keep on doing of educational here, you know, this is something that has to be viewed within the school system, even up in Tallahassee, in the sense of, you know, it's beautiful, and it's something you can't really teach or show in school.
No, you have to go touch, feel. That's how kids learn, by touching, feeling, seeing.
You know, we all do.
Yeah.
You know, we all do. I mean, you
Visual
go to the
learners.
store. You have the people here in the store. They'll pick up the shirt. They'll look at this. They'll look at the jam. I really tell you that this is, for me, I mean, I've always said it, the Berry Farms is like not the hidden gem anymore. This is a diamond already that's not in the rough. It just keeps on bigger in carats.
Well, we are as excited this year as we ever have been. We really are. Some of these new introduction education center, the egg part, and being able to pick your own Saturdays. We are as excited this year as we ever have been, and we're really looking forward to a fun year, a fun season.
Okay, so 7 o'clock. What time does the line dancing start?
Starts at 7 p.m., ends at 11 p.m. 11 sharp to 11
and
sharp
they don't want to leave. They don't want to leave.
4 hours.
I love it.
2 dance floors. This is
then-
why we're a little bit different. 2 dance floors.
Yeah.
One dance floor is going to be teaching from about 7 to 9:30 or 9. The other dance
All
floor is no teaching. It's you're an expert.
Those are the
you're
people that are
advanced.
experts,
You're
right.
great.
You gotta
you
watch
know your
them. They're
stuff.
No,
really
no,
good.
I'm gonna go to the teaching today. I'm gonna start the teaching.
It's
I
fun.
told Denise to bring the boots. We're gonna try at least
And
20
they're-
minutes.
They're good. Let me tell you, these kids are incredible.
Oh
They learn fast.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
They're fun to watch.
I love
and
it.
They
I love
know
my
their
You gotta
stuff.
do it.
It'll be good.
Well,
Awesome.
Dacia
Gotta get out
Karl,
there.
Joining us. Yeah.
you know, congrats one more
Thank
time.
you.
There's not
Thank you
many.
for
There's
coming
not
out.
so many times I can tell you guys congratulations on what you guys are doing. Thank you so
it.
much,
Fun.
and thank you so much for always sharing your story and a day of Miami.
We appreciate it. Thank you,
Absolutely.
guys.
We love it.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Guys, we'll be
Thank you,
back
buddy.
with another guest, and we will show you in a little while when the line dancing starts. Okay, well, let me tell you something. I'm going to start off something that somebody else is going to start off. Manny Alfonso here.
Nah. Grant Miller here.
Oh, I don't think I could top you guys. Annabelle here.
That's how we're going to start this one. And we're starting it live. Well, we can say live. Yeah, why not? We can say live. Right from the Berry Farms. And we have with us today, we got our spectacular Annabelle here with us as well. Thank you, Anna, for joining us.
Absolutely.
Loving the hat, but you're going to have to get rid of the hat and put these on.
I will. I
In
just
order
wanted
for-
to say it is Harvest Fest kickoff. And
There you go.
Yep. Tonight is country night, but let's go ahead and change it.
Well, tonight is line dancing.
Well, but wait,
yeah.
you can't speak yet. We gotta introduce you.
sorry.
I mean, you Grant here, but we gotta say who's the man here with this. I love Wechete.
That's right. He
I
pronounced it
love
properly.
Wechete.
You know, the new Latins, they go Westchester. No.
We got Grant Miller here, guys.
That's right. And he's American, so you could say it your
Oh,
way.
yeah, you know. I don't know about that, no. I've been in Miami 68 years.
Wechete. Grant, tell me why are we here? Why are you here with the Berry Farms?
Well, first of all,
talk to me.
they have great. Hold on.
Try that. I want you to try that.
Okay, hold on. Get
No,
the-
All
yeah.
right.
Let's get the props. Let's get the props correct.
They have great cheeseburgers. People come to Berry Farm for the entertainment. I come for the food. Pumpkin
Which one's that
shake.
one? Pumpkin. Try that one. I'm gonna do this after. I'm not gonna be eating now during the
Chocolate shake.
podcast. By the way, this is for MJ. This is what you missed out on today, Baba.
Another sandwich. Looks like pulled pork. Or
That is
chicken.
pulled pork. No, it's pulled pork. I think with a burger.
Huh? That looks delicious.
I mean, okay. So let's go with Anna so you can swallow that.
Yeah. No. Grant,
Anna. Anna, before you got here,
Yes.
tell us a little about where were you? Weren't you at the
That's
at the
right.
pig roast?
I was at the Pig Roast Bowl ahead of the highly anticipated Shula Bowl, which is FIU versus Florida Atlantic University.
Wow, that's gonna be interesting.
It was pretty great. There was 83 teams registered.
Wow.
Lots of police departments.
Yeah.
We even had ROTC Army from FIU there.
Grant was there, no? Did you
I
pass
was-
by? Grant was
Yeah.
there.
Who do you think is going to win?
Oh, what, in the pig roast there? Oh boy, that's a tough one.
I
Wait,
only got to
wait,
taste from one team.
Wait,
so.
wait. Let him go with the props of pig roast now. Wait, there we go.
Oh, okay, perfect.
I was at the pig roast.
There you go.
It was first time. and it
tan
was
enloquecido.
unbelievable. Really.
Oh, I can't look at you seriously. That's
The
great.
president of FIU saw me and goes, "Hey, Grant, how did she know?"
I don't know. Let's take 3 guesses. The props,
great.
screaming, and what's going on? Listen, but I want to say that that's going to be interesting because this is the first year.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But we want to say thank you for coming out and joining us over here on the podcast today.
Absolutely.
And the Day of Miami, powered by Heyday. And I just want a big shout out to say, let me tell you something. I am so excited because I've always said that I have not, I'm truthful, I had not been to the Berry Farms. And the fact is that as soon as I got here and Grant, I was talking to Grant told me, you haven't been here? I mean, I don't want to tell you what he told me, I'll tell you that later, but this is my first time, and I tell you that this does not do anything of what people say until you see this in person.
Right.
And I am really fascinated. And I even came with my biggest #1 critic, which is my wife. She's behind the scenes over there. And she even came a little
She's
skeptical.
the better one. Clarify.
Well, I mean, I get it, some days.
Your hot country
and
wife
then,
tonight.
But, she could be a little skeptical, and she's the first one that said, oh, my God. I mean, this place, I feel like I'm in the Disney World of the Redlands.
Yep, it's a very
You know what I'm
hidden
saying?
gem.
It's not
in the
like
middle.
it is.
It is. Okay. All right. I like that one better.
First of all, the food's better.
It is.
The thing that's important, a day in Miami, Berry Farm is locally owned. Wherever money you spend here stays here. You go to Starbucks, that profit goes to Washington. The profit stays here. And if you notice how many employees they have from high school to college, it's incredible. Buy local, shop local.
I think that's even the best thing that you can say, that everybody that's here, you're contributing right to your backyard.
Absolutely.
I mean, and the fact of what they're doing here in the Redlands with this, and the family, I mean, the family is an A1 family, but I just say that people really need to come out here and really check this out in person, because this does not, I mean, you can look at it in the pictures. I've seen the pictures, and I'm staying here tonight because tonight at 7, I'm going to try.
It doesn't do it justice.
What are you talking about? I'm taking some classes, my brother.
Awesome.
Well, one of the great things.
There's going to be pictures of me doing line dancing out there.
One great thing that this place holds is birthday parties. They have, I don't know.
Where is it? Where's that? Where is it?
On.
There it is. Okay, where's our birthday? There we go.
They must do 10 or 15 a day on Saturday. I mean, it's the greatest thing. The kids meet, they go out, they play, they come back, cut the cake, bam, no mess.
All I'm saying is, who would not want to have a birthday party in this place? Number one, I just saw the corn maze situation. That must be great. I have not.
You'll have to do that.
No, I'm a little claustrophobic, so I'm a little bit.
No, it's fun. You got to try it. Unlike you, Manny, I have been to Berry Farms two handfuls, probably. Every season, harvest, summer, winter, and everything's fantastic because they cater their food, or they make their food differently depending on the season. So you'll always get something new depending on the season. And Grant, you have been a major supporter of the Berry Farm throughout your journalistic career.
I just love that they're locally owned. They promote local business. They help local business. They do barbecue contests, seafood contests, and local vendors. It's incredible.
Well, if anything that can be said about you, Grant, apart from all your props, is that you are the #1 supporter of local businesses in our community.
Well, we have to.
And I tell you that my hat's off to you.
It's just it's a birthday. Yeah. When is your birthday?
Mine already passed.
When is his birthday?
June 26th.
June 26th. We should host one in October. October 26th.
Let me tell you, people like my birthday party, so if I do another one, trust me, everybody want to come out. All I wanted to say was, really, tell me a little bit more of other experiences that you've had here, Grant, in the sense of with the Berry Farms, about with they have the whole shop. They have the fact of all the spectacular stuff that they have all the jams.
Yes.
I mean, the store with I didn't even know they sold all that stuff here.
Their barbecue that's out behind us
is
the best of the best. One thing I love about this place, everybody from the top to the bottom are super friendly. They help you, they serve you, and that's the important factors in business. In any kind of business, service is the most important thing. So everybody from top to bottom, anybody here, they're just super helpful.
Yeah.
But all the events are great. They have a bunch of cook-offs here.
That's what I was going to say. I wanted to talk about that because I know they do all the cook-offs, and all those cook-offs really bring a lot of people together. You know what I'm saying? It's like the barbecue thing.
Yeah,
the barbecue, the pig roast, as we talked about. All those things really bring a lot of people together.
And the barbecue here is unmatched. Yeah. Do you agree?
I will be having, is that here today also?
That is.
This is why I didn't have lunch.
Yes, perfect.
I didn't even have breakfast, by the way. On that note.
I was wondering, you look so lean and mean.
You think so? Is that what it is?
Is he lean and mean?
It's not eating the carbs today.
Listen.
We're not talking to you, Anna. We already know you're lean.
Listen, he's not talking to the air, okay? He's talking to people over there. I also wanted to bring up in the fact of what is it do we think that happened that so many people are now into this line dancing?
Well, I was here the first day they started.
Yeah.
And you could feel it's a fever. It's like parents, where are you going to your high school kid?
Yeah.
I'm going to Berry Farm. No liquor. No liquor. They can't sneak liquor in. They have cops.
It's
impressive.
That's a relief for parents.
Yeah.
That's
Correct.
a huge relief for parents.
And a lot of parents come. They eat on the side.
Yeah.
And the kids are dancing away. And the ages, it's just a beautiful thing. If you go on their webpage or their Instagram, I have to hats off to their marketing team.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
No. Shout out to Erica. Shout out to Erica.
Don't forget her husband.
And her husband.
He does good. They do great work.
Oh, well, okay. The team. Eric, everything's a teamwork. Everything's teamwork.
So it's just, they have all these. They have a rodeo. They have different events. There's my favorite. There she is.
Grant knows
birthday.
everyone.
When's your birthday? We're gonna have a birthday for you.
He's gonna have he has birthdays for everybody in October.
So it's a win-win here.
Yeah.
And when you walk in the gate and people are nice to you all the way through, you go, I want to be here. It's safe.
Yeah.
There's only 1 or 2 entrances in this place.
No, that was what I was seeing. I mean, the fact is that, we live in a world right now that everybody's, as parents, right? And I have teenage kids that you're saying, where are they going? What are you going to do tonight? And for them to tell you they're coming to the Berry Farms, I mean, it's a relief.
Wholesome.
How you came from South Miami? How long did it take you?
From South Miami, I think we took 20 minutes.
Yeah.
22 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I came from Drow.
Right.
31 minutes. And it's really just a couple lights. So when people get here, the parking's great, the security's great. Line dance is one thing, but they also sell packages.
Yes.
For 25 people, you can buy a package, you get a table, you get VIP. It's incredible.
You can't go wrong with that.
No,
right,
and
Anna?
the sunflower fields.
Well, let's talk about that. That's a great thing to talk about.
Yes, it's absolutely beautiful, and it's great for Instagram photos, like the ladies like to do.
Isn't the sunflowers one of the top Instagram posts in the country?
Probably. I don't know that.
I don't know about that one. We gotta research that one.
Yeah.
We gotta research that one.
Community newspapers just said it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, there you go.
Sorry.
Fact check.
Sorry.
A day in Miami, you say it, I believe you. I just announced the #1 video podcast in the United States,
Well,
The Day in Miami.
I don't know
That's
the
right.
United
Quote by Grant.
States.
And the trolley. We can't forget the trolley.
You can't forget the trolley.
The
Well,
little- it goes around the entire
horse,
farm.
The horse hayride.
The hayride.
Yeah.
That's what it's
and
called.
they also have, I don't know, I'm sure they do it. They have a Halloween thing.
That's what I was going to talk about right now.
Ooh,
They
I
have
haven't done that one.
They have a huge Halloween situation here. We'll talk to Carl about that a little bit.
Yeah.
But I know they have a huge Halloween. That's one of the best ones, especially with the corn.
Yeah.
You're going out
Imagine being there and
the
having that.
scarecrows,
I'd be.
Inside the maze.
And people are jumping out of the corn. It's scary.
I love it.
And at Christmas,
They tell me the Christmas
The
thing is
Christmas,
awesome.
the candy cane smoothie.
Spectacular.
Oh my goodness, it's amazing. Peppermint. It's called peppermint smoothie. That tastes like candy cane.
Yeah. Well, could we? The fact is of just knowing that everything is locally owned, locally grown.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that the family here even grows stuff here that is sold to different, grocery stores in our backyard, which is fabulous.
And even our pumpkins
And
are
we
real.
have the pumpkin. They're going to have the pumpkin patch already that I already saw set up over there, which I think is going to
by the
be.
way, both sets of parents are here too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm waving
that's
to.
so nice.
How beautiful. The
Yes.
grandparents are here.
The
Or the
grandparents.
parents, whatever they are.
I mean, well, that's the beauty of having something like, a family business like this, and the fact of what it means in the community. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that these are the things that we as Miamians and people that live here, we have to preserve this.
Absolutely.
And we have to help them, continue preserving this, because this is the beauty of our community. The fact of what we have here, the Redlands, for me, has always been a very significant area.
Yeah.
With the whole
Magical.
area of Homestead.
Yeah.
Some people don't even understand. You have this, people in Miami, in South Miami and Westchester and in Kendall area. They don't know that they have this in the backyard.
I say it's like a diamond in the rough.
It is.
I have to correct you.
Okay.
Redlands is in California.
Okay.
Redland is where we are. There's no S.
Oh.
Okay. Did I say yes?
Yes.
I'm
People,
gonna
people,
ask Jesse. I'm gonna ask Jeffy. I'm gonna ask.
Erika, come over here.
No, but it's okay.
Is it Redlands or Redland? See?
Right.
Well, I was completely off because I thought it was Redland.
If you said it, the newspaper said it. If Grant said it, has to be that.
Yeah.
Redlands.
Yeah.
But most people, if you next time you drive by going up 184,
Yeah.
Redland.
And Grant, it's always nice to see you with Miami's Community News being one of the oldest newspapers in South Florida, and you have 12 publications.
Yeah, well, I got 30 more years. At
30? I think it's 40, brother.
No, I'm 68. At 98, I'm calling it quits.
Okay.
That's it? At 98?
Yeah.
Let's get to 100.
Maybe, Holmes Braddock, who died at 100.
100%.
And one day.
Incredible.
His birthday was going to be the next day. 100 years old, man. It's a great life.
But listen, the way you look and the way you're going, my brother, I think you can beat him. I think you'll be making headlines on your own newspaper, my brother.
Yeah. Listen. But back to Berry Farm. It's exciting to be here. I'm excited to be with a day in Miami, a heyday. You guys.
Thank you, my brother.
I don't know who does your videos. Maybe this guy here.
Jesse.
Yeah.
You guys do.
We have a good team.
Yeah.
We have a good team.
Anybody to do a podcast.
Yes.
But the way you guys cut it up. And I like that little lightning bolt in there. I just think it's great how you break it up.
But let me tell you that I want to also say, I mean, you've been instrumental because we started and you were there always supporting us, and we did a lot of stuff in your place. Yep. And we're here also because of the great community and people like the Berry Farms and the family that have asked us to come out and support them, and for us to be here today at the first opening of Anna
Harvest Festival.
There we go.
Wow.
Yeah, this is very cute. We got it.
That's right.
This is very. Let's make a deal.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's right.
But your team was here early.
Yes.
I don't know what time they got paid, but they were here like at noon, setting up, make sure everything was good. Am I correct, guys?
Oh, yes. Yeah. All our people are pro bono.
That's right.
Yeah.
Grant, thank you, my brother.
Yes.
We appreciate you being here.
My pleasure.
It's like a full 360 with you right here.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate you kicking off this, the start of the Berry Farms with us live over here, and your enthusiasm of bringing it all to life. Ladies and gentlemen, our own Grant Miller.
Woohoo!
Have a great day.
Okay, guys, and we're back. We're back over here again at the Berry Farms, and like I told you right now, this is going to be an interesting couple of hours because we're going to have a slew of people that are going to be coming on and talking because we really want to showcase and spotlight a lot of all the people that are doing so much good with the Berry Farms and the Berry Farms with them. And that leads me now to our own Mike Vergara. He is the assistant principal and maybe, I'm not going to say principal, but anyway, of South Dade Senior High School. And the great thing about Mike is Mike and the Berry Farms have, done a program that Anna's going to get into, and of course, Mike can talk about it. But these are the things that I said when we started this program, on the fact of the community and the stuff that the community gives back. And I think that this is spectacular. When you hear this story, and I have a lot of friends that have kids with special needs. Anna, tell me a little about Mike, and Mike, tell me a little bit about the program in South Dade. And welcome to A Day in Miami, my brother.
So welcome. And your school has partnered with the Berry Farm for many years now. Tell us about the impact it's had not only on the students, but the families and the community as a whole.
So I was promoted to the assistant principal position at South Dade Senior High School 5 years ago, and I reached out to my childhood friend Carl. And we have a special needs program, and our special needs program is distinct. It's for students that are intellectually disabled, IND, and they have an IQ under 70.
Wow.
So we have to make sure that they learn the foundations of their math, sciences, social sciences, and English. Yeah. However, they need to learn life skills.
Right.
Because they're going to be going into the community and entering in with entry-level jobs. So with that, the district provides, some services for our students, and we have two groups of students. We have the students that are 9th, 10th, and 11th, 12th grade.
Okay.
They graduate, our IND students graduate with a modified curriculum diploma. So their curriculum's a little more watered down because of their intellectual disability. However, they have a choice. After they graduate, they go join the real world, or we have a secondary program, and this is the program that Carl's helping us out with at the Berry Farms. And it's students that are 19 to 22 years old, and they stay there and they learn life skills. So we have a life skills room where we have a bed, an ironing board. They wash uniforms for the for the sports programs. They fold them. So if you learn the life skills to live on their own, however they need to earn an income. And that's where I reached out to Berry Farms and I reached out to Carl. And with this program, our students come every single Monday here to the Berry Farms, and they learn life skills as if any other employee that works here. They go ahead and they help assist with cleaning up the farms, packaging, straws, the napkins, keeping the Berry Farms to their standards, but in the process of that, learning the life skills. And the first time they came in here to work at the Berry Farms, our kids packed their lunch. It's a group of 15 kids or young adults. And when Carl saw them pull out their bag lunch, he's like, never again. He's like, no.
What a beautiful sight.
He was like, we have ribs here, we have brisket, we have chicken sandwiches.
You don't have to worry about that.
He fed them, and they feasted. And every Monday they come and they feast, and they leave here with one of those amazing Berry Farm shakes. So they're as happy as can be. So that partnership's been going on for 5 years. It's something that I'm proud of. Berry Farms is proud of. I hang my hat on that. And after that, other community partnerships have opened up because the Berry Farms opened up their doors.
Well, and I wanted to touch on that, Anna, because when he was we were talking off air. Just imagine the fact of already having a child with special needs,
right?
And the sense of the cost, and the sense of having a program like that from South Dade. I think that's spectacular. The fact of a parent that can, listen, I'm a parent, and I can just, not fathom, and I have friends that have children with special needs, and I see what they go through, and I see, the challenges that they go through. And I think it's so important of number one, I know you don't do that, but congratulations to you and kudos to you for starting this and having this at South Dade. But it's just a sense of, as a parent, imagine what the stress you're taking off of a parent of the school teaching that child all these other things that they can do that maybe those parents can't because they have to be working.
Correct. And all students are coming back into the school after these programs, and they're able to put something on their resume once they leave South Dade. So when they do apply, they're able to hand over this resume and say, I've done this, and this. So they are hireable. I'm a father, and what I want for my children is that once I leave this earth, that they're in a good position
100%,
and they can provide for themselves.
100%. 100%.
When you are a parent of someone, and a child with special needs, and with needs of intellectually disabled or low functioning autism or Down syndrome, you're going to leave this world, and you want to make sure that that child can provide for themselves to a certain extent and be able to work and take care of themselves or have a family member so that you don't feel like they're a burden to anyone. And that is our goal as educators, as our goals as administrators, and in just general education, that we have to take care of all children, not just the best and the brightest or the mainstream ones, the most fragile ones, which are the students with disabilities.
Mike, let me ask you a question. This is now currently only in South Dade? Or
we created our own program.
You created a program,
so
okay.
I'll give you a little background. Dade County Public Schools does offer a program, Project Victory, and they do have certain partnerships, like with Publix and with Miami Zoo.
Right.
But some of our kids don't want to leave the school because that's where their friends are at. That's their home. That's their comfort zone.
It's like any other kid in schools.
We have 3 or 4 kids that go to that Project Victory, and it's an amazing program Dade County offers. But when I walked into South Dade, my whole background is special education. My bachelor's degree is in special education. My master's degree is in special education. Then I became an administrator. So that is my passion. I had to revamp, and I wanted to create a different program that's separate from any other school. And from my understanding, no other high school in Dade County has this.
No.
Wow.
So not only is it Berry Farms, but I've created 2 other partnerships. One of my former students has been successful in the food truck and restaurant business, and they go there on Tuesdays. And on Wednesdays, a secondary partner from our community down south, another, company, and so on Monday they come to Berry Farms, Tuesday they go to another work environment, Wednesdays they go to a third, Thursdays they go to school, they set up testing, they help with the breakfast and the lunch in the cafeteria.
That's just spectacular.
And they go use that facility that we have, our life skills room, with they can learn the life skills that they need for in the house.
Right.
And then on Fridays they go into the community and they'll go to a restaurant and learn how to order, table manners, ask for menus, ask for refills. They'll go to the mall, ask for resumes, fill out the resumes, turn them in the following week.
I can I just, and this is not you saying it, this is Manny Alfonso saying it. Hello, take note, school board. Okay? School board members, let's take note of this program. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes there's programs out there, and I know it because I support a lot of programs and I'm involved in them, that some of the, that's where, you want to tell your local politicians, hey, look at these things that are going on, and thanks to you and thanks to schools like South Dade that are making this happen.
Right.
Because
and we're going to have a local politician here today.
Well, we can ask her.
Yeah.
We can ask her. But here's my question. So are you guys self-funding or how do you guys, because that's important.
Yeah.
And that's a great question. Our students, before they leave to all the programs throughout the week, they get there in the morning, they have breakfast, and then they go into their classroom and they bake cookies. So they learn the sanitation, they wash their hands, they wear their hairnets, they go ahead and they put on gloves.
Adorable.
They bake the cookies, they package them all, and then we send out a job form to the faculty and staff, whoever wants to have cookies sold in their classes. We don't want to interrupt instruction time. However, all of our teachers are on that list, and they go class to class, and they go ahead and sell the cookie. They get the money. They give the proper change in return.
Yeah.
They keep an inventory. They make a count, and it goes into an account so that they have their own funds to go ahead and run this program.
And you mentioned this has always been a passion of yours. I want to know about you. Why has it been a passion of yours?
I realized that so many kids fall through the cracks, and when I was in high school eons ago, I graduated in 97 from Miami Sunset Senior High. I remember seeing the special need kids in the pep rally, but outside of that, we never interacted. They were in a portable in the back, and my baseball coach was a teacher, and I remember walking back for the first time and going, what's going on here? And then one of my teammates telling me, my sister's in that program. And I knew nothing about the program. There wasn't the inclusivity that there is now.
Yeah.
So once I saw that and I decided to get into education, that somehow became my passion. And we're making sure that they weren't tucked away in the corner in the back of the school anymore, that they were in the forefront of our pep rallies and everyone sees them and they're participating in every event, prom, homecoming, football games, sporting events, anything that's going on in the school, because that may be their best times in those years at South Dade Senior High School, and we want to make it memorable for all of our students, but especially them.
I love that, and I wish that a lot of assistant principals carried that passion with them, because our schools would be definitely a better place. They're already a great place, but would be a better place. So we'll definitely
not only that,
awareness for that.
but to that point, to his point, it's having that vision and the fact of how he grew up and, what he saw, listen, it comes also from the heart, you know what I'm saying? So you can tell when somebody has the passion.
Right.
I mean, when you talk about either whatever it is, a nonprofit organization or whatever, a special organization or needs one works for, when you see the passion of people talking about it, it's because, it means a lot to them. Yeah. And I love that, we here in the Day in Miami are able to shed some spotlight. That's our goal, by the way. We started this podcast, and I don't get tired of saying it. We started this podcast, right, Anna, in the sense of to shed that spotlight. We didn't want to put regular stuff of, this event happening over there. We want to shed light on these things because this is what it's important to us. And I think a lot of people do not know what's going on sometimes in their own backyard, as we spoke about. People don't know about the Berry Farm or what a spectacular, beautiful place this is. Yeah. A place for you to come over like on a Friday, a Saturday, a Sunday night. It could be a family event. It could be a children event. But then looking at the sense of this family giving back to the community, uniting forces with you in such a great endeavor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that for me really speaks volume of the Berry Farms and what you're doing. I want to shed some light also. Could people donate to this program?
Always.
Could we ask our viewers? Is there some? We'll put that on our thing, and I'm going to go a step further with that. I want to see if at some time we can go with our cameras, and do a little bit of a video with your permission, the school's permission. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know Anna would love to, Anna's our fearless reporter. And the fact of for her to go and shed that great light of what you guys are doing, because I would love for our people to see those kids with special needs. Listen, I tell you, I talk from I have a dear friend, and he knows who's out there, and his son has autism. And I went back the other day to my house when I was telling my wife. I was at his office, and I see him, and I see the son all over his warehouse outside with his bucket and his squeegee. And he goes, look at him. That's him. He'll clean 35 windows, every Monday. Yeah. And you see him there clean the windows, squeegee, and clean the rags. And he has a responsibility. And he knows at the time he starts and at the time that he finishes. And he was explaining to me, Manny, you got to give them the responsibilities. And he's in that boat of what you're talking about. They're parents that have to know what's going to happen to my son in the future. So they have to give him that ability. And for what you guys are doing, really, I didn't even know this existed. This is what I tell you. This is what I love about this podcast, you know, that we learn something every day with these things.
And we take it to the community.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why you can never put a ceiling or a cap on anyone's learning. You never know what someone can achieve.
Never.
And they will, and every kid will shock you when you make it that you open up doors and you make it limitless for them.
I think that's wonderful.
Very special.
You know,
for
so
what you do.
I mean, I tell you, and we will schedule that. Sure. You know, we can say that's brought to you by the Berry Farms, because it is. We learned about it here.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But tell me something else. So if people want to donate, I mean, we'll put it down there. But if you want to, go ahead. Is there a website or an Instagram page or call?
Well, we do have an Instagram page at South Day Senior High School. You could just look that up on Instagram. My email is on our school website.
Okay, perfect.
And, you know, I oversee the special education department. I also see, you know, athletics and many other departments. But obviously ESC is my passion.
Okay.
Amazing.
So if I can lobby to tell all the school board out there that let's make Mike head of all these special programs through all Dade County, would you take it?
I love South Dade too much. I'm having a good time there. I plan to stay there for a long time, but maybe down the road.
Well, but, you know, I mean, they should, you know, these are the things that I always say that make you go, and the fact that when these people are telling you, oh, I'm going to do this, I tell those people, come and learn from these people. Learn from your principals, assistant principals. I always say there's not enough money in the world to pay you guys of what you guys do, because every kid is in all your hands.
Absolutely.
Always.
And I always say that teachers should always be included in the community heroes.
Yes. 100%.
You guys
They're daily
You're
heroes.
taking care of our youth.
We're definitely not doing it for the pay. We do it for the passion, the love for the kids, and it goes a long
100%.
way. And most teachers, if not all, are coming out of pocket weekly for just things that they need, or just to give incentives, or to continue pushing and motivating students.
Yeah.
So we do a lot with a little, but we make it happen. We make the magic happen.
Thank you so much.
Mike, brother, what a pleasure. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
I mean, I really am fascinated with the story, and God bless for what you do, my brother.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And kudos to South Dade Senior High out there, and we'll be in touch, because we're gonna see a little video of Anna going to South Dade, so be ready.
That sounds
so you
great.
can give her a little tour and the kids and interview the kids.
And by the way, South Dade, for the first time in school history, is an A.
Wow. Congratulations.
Well, cool. That's the assistant principal and the principal.
We have a phenomenal
shout out to
team
the principal.
there.
I don't know who it is. But,
Mr. Jonathan Britton.
Okay.
An amazing leader.
Shout out to Mr. Brin. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Mike.
My pleasure.
And we'll be back with our next guest. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. Our little day in Miami, all family out there. So now we're back at the Berry Farms, and now we're joined with a special guest star. And I want to say, how can I put this? This is, I don't want to say I don't cheat on my wife, but this is the other woman I look at after I see my wife in the morning. This is the lady I wake up to in the morning. I'm looking at Lisette Gonzalez from CBS 4, our own CBS 4, our beautiful meteorologist from CBS 4. Welcome, Lisette.
Thank you.
Welcome to the podcast.
You are too kind.
And welcome
I appreciate it.
to the podcast at the Berry Farms.
Yeah, this
You
is
know?
amazing. Manny, Anna, thank you for having me on.
No, please, we
Absolutely,
love it.
Lisette.
Yeah, tell me a little bit, Lisette. I can't calculate this, but how long have you been in CBS 4 already?
It's been 17 years.
Oh, wow.
Of
Congratulations.
waking up at 3 in the morning because, we start the newscast
100%,
at 5.
yeah.
And lots of cafecito.
Yes.
You know,
Yes,
it
yes.
takes a lot of Cuban coffee
Yes.
or jet fuel, as we call it.
That's it.
And I actually make the cafecito for the
Oh,
morning
are you the pumita?
Yes.
Do you do the pumita there
Yeah,
too?
pumita. My
Okay.
dad taught me. and
Yes.
so I couldn't survive without coffee, Cuban
Okay,
coffee,
so wait.
and concealer.
Okay, so question to you. How many cucharadas de azúcar do you put in there?
Well, I make a big batch.
Okay.
So I
Because
like,
there's a
I like
secret to it.
sweet.
No, but some people say you got to put X amount of cucharadas to make the pumita even more thicker.
Yes, I know.
Some
it
people
has
do
to be-
6, some people do 8, depending.
Oh, no, I don't. I probably maybe 4 or 5.
Oh,
but,
okay,
so
okay.
sometimes when
I
we
may
go
be
out-
the
Okay.
only
I
Miamian
don't
that
know.
doesn't
I
put
don't know.
sugar in their
Then you don't want to try
I'm
my
Spanish.
Cuban coffee.
Yes.
No sugar.
But you know what?
No,
will
I need
say-
to try yours.
Mine's with 6, love.
Wow. Well, my dad makes it with probably.
Ya tuve.
That's a
Which
lot.
It's his birthday, by the way.
Oh,
so
what's his name?
Happy birthday.
To Arnaldo.
Happy birthday,
Arnaldo.
Arnaldo.
The best dad and abuelo.
Oh, we love that. We love
yeah,
that.
so I've been there 17 years,
Wow.
Yes.
doing the morning show and the noon show, and I love it. I was born and raised here in Miami, homegrown.
And you were Miss Florida.
Back,
we did talk about that. We talked that about before the show.
That was back in 1998. Don't tell anyone.
Bueno, but that's not that bad. 1998 is
Guys,
right around the
young,
corner.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's funny because Miss America just took place.
Yeah.
And whenever they have the pageant, it brings back memories, and it was such an honor because I had been named Miss Miami, then Miss Florida, and suddenly I was a Miss America, and it was crazy because a Cuban-American girl competing at Miss America.
Yeah.
And I didn't do too bad. I say this humbly, but I say it because it allowed me a lot of opportunities, and it opened many doors for me. I did it to earn scholarship money and to open doors for my career.
I really give credit. I don't know, but that takes a lot of work.
It was.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
and
a lot
it was
of
fun. And it was an amazing experience. I learned so much, and I earned over $50,000 in scholarship money.
Okay,
and
they don't
I
give
was
that
second runner-up. So it was
That's
close.
amazing.
Maybe I can put on a wig now. Maybe no.
No, Manny, no way.
No.
But they don't give that in bodybuilding shows because I'm a bodybuilder competitor.
Oh, you are.
I haven't gotten one penny. Actually, I've spent so much money.
Anna went on a
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yes,
I've won a few times. A Day in Miami sponsored me one year.
Oh, that's awesome.
Lisette, so give us a little bit. I mean, we're here today because one of our biggest things is to shed that spotlight on the Berry Farms.
Yes.
And the wholesome of
we love
this
it.
place.
Yeah. I must tell you that, when I was a kid, we didn't have a place like Berry Farm to come to that is so unique and something that gives you that opportunity to make you feel like you're transported to a farm, you know?
Yes.
And then even though the weather may not cooperate and it may not feel like fall, it looks like fall.
100%.
That's what I'm saying.
They make it
And it
feel
gets
like
you
that.
into the spirit. And now that I'm a mom and I have, my two kids, my daughters, 11 and 9, we have
Great
come
ages.
here. Yes, year after year, this is a tradition for us. We feel like it isn't right if we can't kick off fall here.
That's great.
Because they love everything. I mean, you have hay rides, you have the corn maze, they love the obstacle course, the bouncy.
Yes,
everything
of
is
course.
undercover.
The bouncy house, that's right.
Yeah, and then of course you have the pumpkin patch and the
Which is
sunflower
spectacular.
fields and the shakes and the food, which
my goodness.
we love. It's delicious.
You know, I look at this, and when we got here a little bit earlier, I was driving up. So I was coming for the first time here with my wife today, and when we look at the place, Denise looks and she goes, I feel we're entering a Hallmark movie.
It really is.
You know the
really
Hallmark
is.
movies now for fall, everybody starts binging.
Everything is decorated
Everything's
so
decorated to
beautiful.
the T. You know, when they start doing
They
the
do
countdown
such a
now for Christmas and
spectacular-
Hallmark, you're like,
yeah.
and then all of a
Yes.
sudden you're saying, oh my God, but you look at this place and you're like, to your point,
You're not
you
in
get
Miami.
transported.
It
You're not in
doesn't
Miami.
feel like Miami at all. It feels like you've traveled, to the countryside up in the Carolinas
Yeah.
or Georgia.
Yeah.
You're not in Florida anymore. But yet also then you have the music and the good vibes, and there's something about it that, we just feel like coming here in the fall, coming for Halloween, coming for Christmas, they always put on such great events. And our family, our kids, they have a blast.
Yeah.
And we invite friends and family, and then they come on field trips here. So it's just such a wonderful experience.
And it's picture perfect.
It really is.
Well,
yeah.
so Lisette, here's my biggest question. Do you have access directly to the weather people? So
I wish. Let me
Right.
text
To the
Mother
weather
Nature
Right,
right
Mother
now.
Nature.
Let me send
Listen,
Mother Nature a little mensajito.
the great thing about this is that it's
I
been
love it.
cloudy, overcast, so
I
it
do.
hasn't been
There's a
hot.
breeze. There's a breeze going on.
There's a
Right.
breeze.
I
There's a
was
breeze.
so
individuals,
grateful.
no, absolutely. And for individuals that are always worried about the weather, what can you say? I mean,
At
they're
least there's
sheltered.
there's a lot of covered
Absolutely.
areas. There's
Yeah.
the pavilion where they have the live music and the
Yeah.
bands. So there are places where if it starts raining, you can head there,
Perfect.
Speaking of the weather, I almost didn't make it here today. I was feeling under the weather the last few days.
Oh.
No pun intended.
It's the Miami,
But
the Miami syndrome.
But I had a little bit of an ear thing going on, and I said, I started taking my antibiotics and medication, so I'm so glad that I was able to feel well enough to make it because we didn't want to miss it. And
Right.
I knew that I was coming to talk to you guys, also didn't want to miss that.
That's great to know.
So I'm happy that, whatever, the universe finally helped and I started to feel
I'll
better
tell you the
being
secret.
able
The
to
secret
make
was
it.
el cafecito y el antibiótico. Because you know that is a Cuban thing. The Cubans enseguida start saying, saca el antibiótico.
Y sopa de pollo.
Y sopa de pollo.
Sopa de
That's
pollo.
it. That is 100%. But come on, tell me the truth. That is comfort food when you have
It
a
really
book.
is. No, and I'm still a little, I apologize because I'm still a little nasally and congested.
No.
Listen, being out in this humid air is also helpful, right?
People don't understand
La
that.
humedad.
La humedad. This is what works.
I know.
Why do you think everybody from up north comes? If you have asthma, I tell you, go to Florida. This is what helps you.
I would say when you're feeling under the weather, just go in the beach, go in the
Yes,
salt
go
water.
to the salty
Everything
air.
will.
Yes,
There you go.
yes,
That's
Release.
the,
Yeah, but I'm so thankful that we're out here because the truth is there's nothing like being out here and celebrating that the fall, officially fall will be starting soon.
That's it.
And it's great to see everyone.
Well, because so one of the biggest thing that they have here today, which I didn't even know was such a huge thing, is the line dancing.
Oh, I have my cowboy boots on. You can't see them, but I've got them on.
You're
ready.
And my girls have their cowboy boots on, but I can't wait. That's something very special that they're offering.
It starts today at 7 o'clock.
Oh, how
and
fun.
And I was just talking to Erika a little while ago, and Erika goes, "We're sold out. They're sold out.
I'm
they're
not surprised.
sold out."
I'm not
and
surprised.
I get amazed because there's not times that I can say that where do you see these things but only in Miami. And you as a Miami native can really attest to that, no?
Oh, yes.
Of the fact of the things that are just hecho aquí in our backyard.
Right.
Like, who
It's
would ever
so
know that this
cool.
place existed over here?
You have to go up north by Davie to see something even remotely close to this.
Yeah, so it's great that we have this in Miami specifically.
Yeah.
And again, when I was a kid, we did not have this. You guys know this too, growing up here. So now it's like, hey, we're planning to gather friends and family at Berry Farm. It's just what we do now.
I come with my family all the time.
Yeah.
It's like a beautiful outing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now the other thing that I keep on saying is that it brings, I now see the Miamians turning a new leaf into country.
A little country.
A little country.
Cuban country or Latin country.
Cuban country. I never heard that one. That's a good
I
one.
mean, I'm amazed. I gotta tell you, I'm an '80s guy.
I love the 80s too.
I know everybody.
And the 90s.
Well, I always say this. I know people don't understand out there that I am 57, but. At the end, but at the end of the day, I'm an 80s guy, and I was born. My 80s were great, but I say I was, the music. I am so much into country now.
You hear this song?
No. I mean, I
music?
listen to country music all the time.
Yeah. Country music is great because it's storytelling, and they have such phenomenal voices.
Oh yeah.
And it's the real deal, when you think about it. So I can understand why everyone's jumping on that bandwagon. No pun intended.
No, but.
It's a trend. I mean,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
It's catching
It's
on
very
finally. I
heartfelt,
love
it's
country.
very passionate,
Yeah.
Listen, growing up, of course, Cuban parents, I always say Southerners are so much like, Cuban. Because todo the fact of el bistec empanizado, fried this,
That's my favorite.
fried that,
Bistec
and then
empanizado.
this and that, and it's like it really blends in the sense of you have this and you have that with the fact of with the country music. To your point, it's storytelling. And if it's a breakup or a new girlfriend or boyfriend, or cortavena, it's the ones you want to hear when you're in a breakup.
Absolutely.
You want to cry in the car on the way to the next stop.
That's right.
Well,
it's feel-good music.
It is
really
feel-good music.
And then there's a lot of happy music and positive music and inspiring and uplifting music too. So I get it.
So here's my question. In the 17 years that you've been with CBS,
yes.
How has we had Elliot in the program.
I saw.
And I love Elliot.
He's one of my good friends.
And we talked because I tell him, Elliot, you can be here. We could do this podcast for 2 days, just telling stories.
Absolutely.
How have you seen news and the way news is done and everything, and even in the weather world of all the advances?
Listen, it's incredible. I will say that when I started, it was a simple green screen. And by the way, I produce all my own weather graphics. So it's not as if I have someone, behind
Which
the
is
scenes
awesome.
doing it for me. I have to get in early. I have to put in the work. I have to do the research.
Yeah.
Put together the graphics, which is where my creativity
I know that.
comes into play. And I love to, tell the weather story in my way. Because I think that's what makes meteorologists unique in the news business. But now we've gone from a simple green screen and we have the next weather sphere. And it is huge.
No, when
I don't know if you've seen it.
I have. I remember. You're the other woman. I see you every morning.
And it's now, we're in this ZD, 3D environment where we are able to tell the story with this advanced technology that no other station here in South Florida has.
No, because I've never seen it.
No, this was created specifically by CBS in corporate and passed along to us and all the different local CBS stations. So you walk, if you were to come visit us at the studio, it is this immense green bowl, basically, where we stand and it looks like we have a full studio.
Like a full 360.
And then things pop up and come out of nowhere, and we're able to really demonstrate what's happening in the atmosphere and with the weather.
It's like immersive.
It's immersive, that is the exact word, and it's taking it to the next level so that we can really bring the audience into what is gonna happen and what they need to be prepared for next. That's why we're all about our next weather basically theme and the way that we call our weather department.
And that's what I'm saying, the accuracy. Because, used to be, years past, also
the computers, the data that we have access to, it's, again, also on a whole other level. So that allows us to be able to forecast with greater accuracy. Okay. Obviously, Florida is tricky. There are days where sometimes our computer models are not right on, but that's why we're honest with viewers and we tell them, as humans, we're doing the best that we can with the resources and data that we have access to. So, and then on top of that, we bring in our own personal experience, which AI could never do that.
Right,
me growing up here, having been through rainy season after hurricane season.
Hurricane Andrew, you said the 90s.
I went through Hurricane Andrew with my family. Yeah. All of those experiences you bring to the table to be able to be a better communicator and to be able to tell the weather story, even better.
And I always like to ask the passion behind the person. What makes you so passionate about weather? Why did you get involved?
Oh my goodness. Well, again, growing up in South Florida, experiencing hurricane season after hurricane season, going through Hurricane Andrew, and that being one of the scariest nights of my life. And really, it's just weather's fascinating, when you come to see how it all works and how the thunderstorms form and how even the tropical systems form.
Yes.
And, I feel like it's an honor. And I never take for granted that I'm helping people prepare
100%.
To be safe.
Absolutely.
And that I'm serving my community and I'm giving back to my community. And then as a meteorologist, of course I focus on the weather, but I'm able to branch out and be involved in other causes. And I volunteer a lot to help with different charity events and charitable organizations.
Very important.
And putting the spotlight on organizations and places that need help and need attention. So I see it as my duty as a broadcaster, as a broadcast
100%.
meteorologist.
I mean, number one, the
to make a difference.
Right, but the viewers are looking towards you for that. Yeah. That's what they're doing. Yeah. So before you go, we want to ask you. I'm going to put you on a spot with this one.
It's raining right now.
It is.
I can't.
But I'm going to put you on the spot right now.
Yes. Oh, no.
So, are we good? You think we're done with hurricanes, or when's the last day of hurricanes?
November.
Finally? When is it? November?
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Hurricane season doesn't end until the end of November. And we just passed the peak, September 10th. We still have 60% of the season to go.
Wow.
So now is not the time to let our guard down.
Okay.
In fact, if anything.
Are you guys listening? We got to hear straight.
Now is the time to make sure that if you haven't done so already, this is kind of late in the game, that you have a hurricane plan and your supplies in place. Because we all will know that even going into the rest of September, it's still the most active part of the season.
100%.
October, sometimes we get hurricanes. November, even. That we just need to be ready. Let's hope for the best, but prepare for the worst.
100%.
100%. To be ready to go just in case. No. Listen, I don't want any hurricanes coming here, especially after experiencing so many hurricanes through my life. Yeah. Whenever I see anything that's pointing in our direction, I'm like all of you. Even though I'm a meteorologist and I'm communicating what we're seeing in terms of the data and the forecast track, I also get worried because this is my hometown. This is my family,
with your kids and everything.
So there's that extra heart that goes into the forecasting from my part because I'm from here and this is my community. This is my home.
I want to say thank you so much, and we appreciate you coming out and being on the podcast and supporting Berry Farms.
Oh, no, it's my pleasure.
We love it.
It was an honor to be with you all.
No, please, the honor's ours.
And it was really fun, and I hope you guys get to enjoy some of the event later.
We will. I'm telling you, I'm ready. I'm ready for line dancing. I'm ready.
Yes, I'm ready for barbecue.
I want to see you guys. Oh, for all of it.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well,
so
happy
guys,
fall,
thank you
y'all.
very much. There you go. That was Lisette Gonzalez from CBS 4. Thank you, Lisette. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a bit with our next guest.
More people are getting familiar with, which makes my heart very, very happy. You know, when you think of Miami, what do you think of? What comes to mind? Beaches, entertainment, nightlife, fancy restaurants. There's a whole world of agriculture in the southern part of Miami-Dade County that people are taking notice of, and I'm so grateful for it. And so I love the Berry Farm. It is the heart of South Dade, and there are so many people that are joining and visiting this amazing place. And so I'm here with my daughter. We did line dancing for the very first time tonight.
Oh, that's fun.
And,
is she already an expert, or is she learning?
Listen, she's 6, but she's everybody's boss.
Yeah.
And so she's an expert.
We know how that is.
Well, it's a packed house here tonight. That's right.
Yeah.
It's definitely a packed house here tonight.
Right.
So that means that South Florida is really embracing country.
That's right. That's right.
And I really wanna spotlight a little bit on the fact of how you also spearheaded, and a lot of people really credit yourself and what you've done here with the whole thing of agro, tourism. In the fact that people say, "What's agro-tourism?" This is it. Here we have it.
This is it.
In the fact, and you touch on something so good, because you're exactly right. When people say, what is it that you say when you say Miami?
Yeah.
It's not just, Brickell, Coral Gables, or downtown. It's this is Miami.
Absolutely. This is Miami-Dade County.
Correct.
And agritourism simply means using our farmland, our green spaces, for different uses, right? And so in certain parts of our district and in the South and in the Redland, there was legislation recently allowing places like the Berry Farm to have these entertainment venues where people are coming out, and instead of going to the movies or going to bars to drink, they're picking sunflowers, they're picking fruits, they're doing line dancing and listening to country music and touching the grass and being part of the earth, which is a beautiful thing. So agritourism has become very popular in the South. It's been an economic driver as well. Farming has become really challenging for a number of reasons.
Yes.
Our farmers are really facing struggles. That's why we created Farmers Month in October. I have been here for the last 5 years promoting this venue, and seeing it grow is a beautiful thing. And you're right about country music. I was at Morgan Wallen's concert a couple of weeks ago, and it was spectacular. I'm a huge fan, and I think it's noteworthy because originally when he released his tour dates, Miami was not on that list. He changed his tour dates to add Miami, which said to me, listen,
that's
Miami
amazing.
is embracing country.
Yeah.
The Berry Farm is another example. We want to be a part of the land, we want to be a part of the earth, and we want to embrace that culture. And this is just another example of that.
Absolutely. And there's something special coming out in 2 weeks.
What is it?
Oh, it has to do with chickens and eggs.
Oh,
here in the
exciting.
farm, yes, chicken.
Oh my gosh, listen, am I going to be able to buy chicken and eggs from the Berry Farm?
So Dacia and Carl were just, giving us a little update of
Beautiful
stuff that they're
people.
bringing.
Yeah.
Beautiful people. I mean, again, the heart of the Berry Farms and what they're doing is just spectacular. As I said, I love the fact of the educational part.
Absolutely.
We interviewed a gentleman from, he's the assistant principal
Of South Dade.
And the fact of the program that they have for the disability over there, how they bring them over here and they employ them over here.
Amazing.
And how they, it's just this, and I told them, I even said, I hope our school board is looking, because this is a spectacular, really,
an example,
of what they're doing. And I love the fact of what they're doing with the schools, that they're going to do programs now of bringing the kids out how to grow tomatoes, how to do this. And not only what you read in the textbook, that, the feeling about this,
Yeah.
So I think it's such a wonderful thing.
Yeah, the Berry Farm, they are amazing community partners, right? They're obviously running a business, but they go out of their way to embrace and bring the community in on so many different fronts. So we're grateful to them. We're so happy to have them in District 8. And they're just continuing to grow and expand, and I love it. And clearly, by the turnout here tonight, despite the fact that the skies are black, it is going to explode in thunder, and we may get swept up in a hurricane.
Yeah.
But everybody's out here. It's true Miami, right?
Yes,
we're not afraid of the weather
Nobody
in Miami.
is. No, we're used to
this. When you're
this.
born and raised,
we're used to it.
Lived through Andrew, a little bit of dark skies doesn't scare us from a good time.
It's
I
very
like that.
wholesome
I like
here.
that.
We're
I
all
like
out
that.
here. We're all
It's
out
definitely
here.
very, very, very wholesome here. And I am a huge fan of yours for a long time, especially for bringing the hometown heroes right here in Miami. I always say there's such a gap between our military community and our civilian community, and you're really bringing that together. Can you tell our audience a little bit about that?
Thank you so much for asking. Hometown Heroes is an event that I thought of literally 4 years ago at the helm of the pandemic. And really it spawned out of an idea of saying thank you to our first responders, our law enforcement, our military personnel, our nurses, our doctors, who were putting their lives on the line while we were, in our homes, that they were keeping us safe. But it has morphed from beyond a pandemic-related thank you event to an annual event where we are saying thank you to our men and women in uniform for the service and sacrifice that they do for us every single day. Freedom is not free, and I always say you should not wait for an emergency to take the opportunity to say thank you and show appreciation for our first responders. So this year, October 18th, join us at Tropical Park. It's going to be an amazing event. Bring your families, bring your friends. There'll be food trucks. There's going to be a concert. Tons of people come out, and it's an opportunity for our young people to look at our law enforcement, our first responders, our firefighters, and look at them as heroes as they pass by in a parade.
As we
They
should.
get to put on the uniform. They get to say, wow, that is what a hero looks like, not a guy in a cape, flying through the air on the big screen.
Absolutely. And a few highlights from that event last year. Okay, not only did you have Cuba Gooding Jr. show up and surprise everyone.
Surprise.
You also have the Cuban Cowboy put on a concert.
I love
he's
him.
an amazing
He's the best.
musician.
Orlando, he's
Orlando
a true
is an amazing
a damn Miami fan.
native Miami, and we had Enrique Santos as our Grand Marshal.
Yes.
And we're going to be announcing who our Grand Marshal is for this year. Very exciting announcement coming soon. But listen, it's a wonderful community event. It's absolutely free, no charge. It's on October 18th. It's a Saturday, a beautiful family event, and we always end it with a truly spectacular fireworks show. So you sit with your blankets, with your family, and watch a July 4th type fireworks show on October. And that corresponds with National First Responders Day, which is always at the end of October.
Amazing. Well, thank you for that.
Always my pleasure.
That's important because as Anna said, highlighting them is they're the true heroes. They're the true heroes.
They are the true heroes.
And we really welcome you and thank you for having and doing that. And on that point, I just want to continue. With so much going on in the world and everything and stuff, and everybody heated up with so many stuff, how do you feel these events and like the Berry Farms can bring people from Miami or from wherever, but at least we're here from South Florida, how these events in the Berry Farm brings people together? Doesn't matter party affiliation, doesn't matter anything in that sense, but how do these things bring everybody together?
Yeah, I think it's such a wonderful question and such an important highlight. Miami is a melting pot. We are a community that is majority minority. There are people from all walks of life here, and it is an extraordinary, beautiful place. I'm born and I'm raised here, and I love putting on community events. As a district commissioner, we do a ton of events throughout the year because I feel very, very strongly that when you bring people together and put them in a room surrounded by a good time, wholesome you call it, which is exactly what these events are, family focused, bring your children, bring your families. It allows people to have conversations with each other. It allows people to see each other in different lights. Oh, you like country music? I like country music. Oh, you like this football team? I like this football team. There are so many commonalities that we lose when we focus so hard on social media.
Absolutely,
and our
absolutely.
faces are buried
Absolutely.
in devices. When we come out and come together as a community, we get to see each other. We get to talk to each other, which is happening less frequently now.
I agree.
So I'm a big proponent of community events. I'm a big proponent of bringing people together. The Berry Farm is clearly one of those events that people should come out and support, hometown heroes and the like, but I think government and I as an elected official should really prioritize more community events that are free or that are at a marginal cost that allows the community to come together.
That's awesome.
I completely agree.
So we like here in the Day of Miami Commissioner to always explain to our viewers and spotlight to them all those young people that are that are thinking of doing this or doing that. What made Cohen Higgins get into politics? When did you get that? When did you get that passion and that bug bite that say, "Oh, politics is calling"?
Yeah.
Such a good question. I am a lawyer by trade. I've been a trial lawyer for the better part of 19 years now, and I love fighting on behalf of my clients. There's no better feeling than having a client come to me with a problem and me being able to help them from beginning to end and delivering a win for that individual client. The ability to serve a constituency, an entire district, the district where I was born and raised, is an incredible honor and frankly the best feeling, honestly, in the world. And it's frankly addicting. Yeah. When you do for an entire group of people, you just want to do more. And so the bug for me came, honestly, when I was pregnant with our second daughter. I announced when I was 6 months pregnant.
Oh, wow.
And right after she was born, I was knocking on doors. And honestly, having children gives you a new perspective about the entire world. And I wanted to serve my community more than serving on boards and doing the community work that I was doing. And frankly, my county commissioner at that time was Danielle Cohen. She was talking about running for mayor. She was having conversations with me about maybe you should think about this.
Oh,
and
nice.
Honestly, the rest is history. So anyone that has an itch and a service-minded heart, I say service doesn't live in your title, it lives in your heart.
100%. Very well said, by the way.
Your community, do not think that you need money. Do not think that you need a legacy last name. I have never been, no one in my family was ever in office. I didn't have a dime when I started. I wasn't a self-funder. I had to raise every dollar. But if you are focused on giving back to your community and you love your community and you feel like you are a representative voice of that community, then I encourage you strongly, male, female, Republican, or Democrat, get involved, get running into
I completely agree.
for office.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like
I'm
that.
from Key Biscayne. Well, not from Key. I'm born in Madrid, but yes, I've been approached in Key Biscayne.
yeah.
Well, maybe this is mine. No.
We'll
My
put
coming
you,
out.
We'll put you for mayor
Are
of
we
Madrid.
announcing something? Are we
No,
announcing?
she's going to go for mayor of Madrid.
I like
Mayor
that.
of Madrid, yes.
Put a pin in that. Put a pin in that. I think we're going to hear something soon.
Well, listen, Commissioner, we really thank you and we really appreciate the fact of you supporting the Berry Farms. You know, one of our biggest things here with Day Miami is, again, like I told you, highlight and spotlight all these spectacular places.
Thank you.
And we really want to commend you for supporting the Berry Farms and these programs. So thank you for being your first time in a Day in Miami. Hopefully not your last.
Hopefully not my last.
Not your last.
Not my last.
You know, we would always love and welcome you to come and do your platform here with us, because we like for everybody to go and ask questions, and we like to ask those questions on behalf of our viewers.
Awesome, and thank you for highlighting Miami. Thank you for
that's what
highlighting
we
our
do.
beautiful county and our beautiful people.
That's what we like to do. We don't like
Serving it
to
back to
highlight
the
nothing
community.
bad. We like to highlight everything that's good and the good people are doing and
That's
serving
right.
this community.
Thank you for the
That's
good
right.
work.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you for
And
being
we
here in the
will be
community.
back with our next guest. Thank you, guys. Hey, guys, we're back at the Berry Farms, and now this for me is a surprise guest because this one we didn't even have in the lineup. But when I was turning my head and I was looking backwards, I saw somebody line dancing, and I said, "Wait a second, I know that person. Is that our Doral mayor?" And then somebody told me, "Yeah, that's our Doral mayor. Mayor, what are we doing in the Berry Farms today?"
Who doesn't love the Berry Farms? I've been coming here for years with my son and my nephews, and we have pictures from every season out here. But Keo and Dacia's mother is one of my residents.
Okay.
So, you know, she's always telling us to come out, and so today we came out to support, and we love it out here.
You know, we always like to spotlight because I don't think everybody from Miami knows of a place like the Berry Farm.
Yeah, it's impressive what they've done, and they continue to build it out, but it's a great time with the family. It's beautiful. You can come and get your fall pictures, your Christmas card pictures.
That's what everybody says. Everybody's here making their fall pictures.
Yeah, for sure. I always come, and we have a great time, and the food is good. Have a good time. Now they've got the line dancing.
Yes.
Mine probably look more like salsa, but.
But listen, how crazy is it? You know, how crazy is the fact of the fever of everybody now with the whole country situation?
Yeah.
At least in Miami.
What isn't there to love about country music?
No, I listen. I said it before. I said it. I was never a country music fan.
Yeah.
I've become a country fan. I'm liking it.
It's actually music with a meaning. So I love country music, and so. Yeah, now there's a big fad, and the fashion is great, and so we love it.
Well, listen, I took this out. I don't think
that's flannel.
I know. I got it, but it's the closest thing. It's the closest thing that had to country. trust me. I left the house, and Denise goes, you're gonna burn in that.
You don't have
And I go, no, I don't.
A cowboy hat?
Well,
I'm gonna have to bring you.
I do, but they gave me one for an opening of a restaurant that had the restaurant like 3 weeks ago. I didn't want
to. You gotta come to Country Fest.
Well,
you went to Country Fest, right?
That's
where we pull out our cowboy boots and hats.
Thanks
to Commissioner Rodriguez.
The Country Fest is good. Is Doral into country?
I don't know about Doral, but I am. I don't think so. We're more into reggaeton over there, but it is what it is. I'm gonna bring country to Doral, and now we have our amphitheater. So why not have a country festival in Doral?
You know what?
But I don't want to take Commissioner Rodriguez's thunder, but we can do a little country fest in Doral.
But listen to me. I think that there should be, because when we did the live broadcast in Commissioner Rodriguez in Tropical Park.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is I think there should be more.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Doral no tiene la vaquita anymore. But I mean, I think we can kick it country.
Well, we can inflate some over there.
Right,
just put like a little fake ones.
Absolutely.
But
I'm all in.
Why not? Why not bring it to the amphitheater?
Yeah. Well, we did have the Cuban Cowboy at some of our events.
The Cuban Cowboy's everywhere. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna start getting royalties because I promote that guy everywhere. I love Orlando.
He's got good stuff. Yeah.
He's gonna be singing this Saturday at the telethon of La Liga Mexicana.
Awesome.
So he's gonna be closing the show.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be great because he's gonna be there. I asked for him to. I mean. I'm just waiting for a moment that he's going to blow up.
Yeah.
And he's not going to even take my text messages anymore.
I doubt that, Manny. We all have to take your calls, except for some certain people, but we all take your calls and text messages.
But I want you to spotlight a little bit, because really, not because you're the mayor of Doral, but how's Doral doing with what's going on? Are we okay? Are we?
Yeah, I mean, Doral's such a special place. We've got so many amazing things happening.
Yeah.
To me, I call it the heart of the county. We are in the center of the county, I call it. So a lot of great events happening, and a lot of opportunity. Businesses are moving to our community. So we're seeing an economic boom. Our budget season was very healthy. It was great. We have a lot of investments that we're making into the community to continue to improve. So again, our park is completely open. We're enjoying it. We're seeing it become more active.
What a spectacular park!
Yeah, our amphitheater. We're doing the launch now in October. We have already a bunch of artists lined up to perform for small, nice homegrown stuff.
Yes.
I'm excited. I think that there's a lot happening. That next year's gonna be a big year. PGA is coming back. G20 is happening in our city.
Yes.
So we'll be in the headlines quite a bit for good things. Hopefully, for good things.
Yes.
Security is obviously number one on our priorities.
Yes.
So we're continuing to invest in police. We're making a big investment in police this year. We got some money from the state for more resources and technology in preparation for what's coming next year.
Yeah.
So what's not to gloat about?
Well, think about that. That's going to be crazy with the fact of all the things that are going to be happening here.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact of the hotels and everything, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, we're preparing for that. I'm actually having a roundtable with industry leaders.
I love that.
At the beginning of next year.
Okay.
To prepare for the PGA is going to be a big one.
Listen, I've been with the PGA all my life.
And then in November, we have our own big event. We have the Doral International Art Fair, where we have 25 countries that come, and we do a huge international exhibit. This is going to be the third year. And then, so we prepare. We have a big art festival. This is going to be the first year we're doing a street festival.
Right.
So next year we'll have that too. And then we go right into the G20 coming, right at the same time that Art Basel's happening in Miami.
Yes.
So it's going to be busy. It's going to be busy.
Yes.
But we're excited. And I think that there's no better place than Miami-Dade County for this to be taking place. And Doral. I can't continue to talk good enough about.
Well, I mean, listen. Every time we have you on, we only have great, comments about you and the stuff that you've done for Doral, and we always like for you to pass by and give us a little brief. I know I pulled you out from the line dancing, and and I said no, we got to get around at least for just 5 or 10 minutes just to give us a little update. So
I was trying to sneak out with my pumpkin.
No, but I grabbed you before you left. But I really want to appreciate that you came by and you gave us a little bit of thing. But before that, I mean, just know that a day in Miami, we love the fact of having you on and for you to share. I would love for you to come and give us an update.
Yeah.
When all this is about to happen.
Let's do it.
Because I think that a lot of people are going to want to know what's going to happen with traffic, what's going to happen with this. By that time, I think you'll have a lot of information.
Yes, I will have a lot more information. Obviously, we have had a lot of discussions about how to prepare.
Yeah.
And Doral will definitely be front and center. they're announced. Obviously, they announced it as Miami G20 for many reasons.
Right.
But the bulk of it will happen in Doral at the resort.
Right.
So we will be there very very.
You know,
active.
a lot of people get confused with that because everybody says, "Well, it's Miami. Miami's known as the umbrella."
Correct.
Everybody always. I say this. Remember, I come from the past in politics. So in my time, everything was like Miami, and then Miami-Dade County was thing, and then people ask, well, which one is this? Which one is this one?
I take no offense
I
when
try to
people
explain
say
to
Miami,
people.
and Doral is creating a name for itself, but
Correct.
we are all Miami-Dade County, and we should be
100%.
proud of that. And
Yeah.
each of us have things that we highlight. Like, look at this in this district where
That's what
we've
I'm
got the
saying.
agriculture and
Correct.
everything happening here. I mean, what's more American than country music?
Yes.
A good brisket. Pumpkin patch. I can't think of anything more American.
No, at all.
So we got it all here.
Everybody gets confused because everybody tells me, how many municipalities do you guys have? Oh, you have this one, you have Pinecrest, you got South Miami. I go, listen,
34.
it's how it works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people like it because of the services that it provides.
Yeah.
So, but to your point, I love what you say, that we are all Miamians.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, and you know what? Good and kudos that is going to be happening in your city of Doral.
Yes.
So
We're excited.
I love that.
Yeah,
So
we have a great relationship with the president,
Yeah.
and so we think that this is a great opportunity to highlight South Florida, Miami-Dade.
100%.
The great things that are happening in Florida, because it is a state that everyone wants to come to. So this is a great opportunity to highlight why we are the state that everybody's
100%.
Let's do it.
100%. Mayor, thank you. Thank you for
Thank
taking
you.
the time for the little
Thank
minute.
you to the Berry Farms.
I
love coming
appreciate
here,
it. Thank
so.
you. Okay, guys, we're going to come back with our next guest. Thank you. Okay, damn Miami fans, we are back. We're back. Everybody, this is a marathon, but this is a marathon with the, let's say, our semi to last guest.
We just added a new one. Surprise.
Well, Anna, it's an homage to you.
Yes.
With you're the teacher, and we have the mayor of
Miami
Springs.
Springs. And he was also the PE high school teacher.
Well, it's just a little quick
love
thing.
that.
A little quick hello. We got to highlight all these great people that are coming to the Berry
We
Farms.
love everybody here. We want everyone to come.
Good. And now we I can say this is the last for us. We saved the best for last. We got Erika. Because Erika's listen, I'm not even going to say her title. For me, she's the jack of all trades. I call it what I do in my own stuff. I call
like that.
The apagafuego of the Berry Farms.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I take that as a tremendous compliment. Thank you.
Because
I love that.
Where there's a fire, Erica's like, what? I'm there. What? Who's closing the door? Put the door back up. I'm seeing what's going on behind the scenes, trust me. Erika, welcome again
Thank you for
to A
having
Day
me.
in Miami.
I love a day in Miami.
Listen, and we love you guys because, we got to say that if anybody has really supported A Day in Miami has been you, Carl, and Dacia, and the whole family, and the whole Berry Farm family, because I think that what you guys have done and what you keep on doing, we love to highlight it because this is an extraordinary place. We say it, and I said it, and I know I got flack for it. This is my first time.
Yeah.
Finally.
Finally.
We've been talking about it for too long.
Oh, yeah, that's like the word that
Since
everybody has.
2023, because I came here when I worked for Heyday Marketing
Yes.
and A Day in Miami back in 2023, and we collaborated on the post, and I've been hooked ever since.
Thank you.
Well, talk to me, Erika. Talk to me. What are we looking here today? What are we doing?
Guys, we got a dual happening today. We are celebrating the start of the Harvest Festival season, which begins officially September 16th, which is Tuesday. And tonight we are in it with line dancing. You finally are getting to experience it live.
Yes.
Line dancing, the tremendous hit that it is. I mean, it always has existed, but I do think that the Berry Farm has breathed a new life.
Oh, God, please.
Back into line dancing in a way that no one's done before. And I think a lot of people are catching on, and, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, so we take it, we love it, we appreciate it.
Bring it on.
The kids are here, they're having a great time. And it really, again, like I've told you guys before, the Berry Farm is for everyone.
That's right.
Multi-generational space. Doesn't matter who you are, we have something for you. Harvest Festival, like I said, kicking off now. And we get back into the regular season, so you can come 7 days a week, enjoy the space. And then on Saturday nights, we've got line dancing going.
I love it. I think let me
That's
tell you
perfection.
something. I commend not only you, but everybody here because I don't know how you do it. Because how many acres is this?
40.
40 acres.
40 acres.
And everything here, you have something. You either have the sunflowers, you have the pumpkin patch, you have the
Strawberries.
the
The hay
strawberries, the hay rides,
Yeah. The maize.
The
the
barbecue.
maize.
The corn maze now, yes.
I
Yeah.
mean, I mean, the fact of the stations
with the cows.
We have what is this? We have this here. This is the
We've got the juice
smoothies.
bar, a smoothie juice bar. We've got our farmers market with produce. We've got the main eatery. We've got ice cream. We've got barbecue taco on the weekend. We've got something for everybody.
That's crazy.
But wait, I have not seen the cows.
Not just cows, but Scottish Highland cows, like the furry cows.
Scottish cow.
When did they come in?
They came last year.
Do they come with a kilt?
Can I get you one? I think that we can match it with the shirt. I love it.
Listen, I already got flack. I already got flack from my mayor of Doral telling me, Manny, you're wearing flannel. I go, it's the closest thing
It's perfect.
To
that I have to harvest.
Yes.
I mean, you know.
I couldn't ask for anything better. This is the perfect outfit.
Oh, yeah, with all due respect to our mayor, I know how to dress.
You do.
Okay, all right.
100%.
Okay.
Everybody knows it. Everyone knows it.
Okay.
But how much fun is it to be a marketing director for this spectacular place?
It's awesome. I mean, I love what I do every single day. It's wonderful. And I have always loved my job, even before I was doing this. But this has just it's just a great experience. Everything that we do here, everyone's happy. We bring so much joy to the community. I think that what we really do here that's special, that not a lot of people do in Miami, and the way that we do is that we create traditions here. So
I like that.
You know,
I like that a lot.
Yeah, the people that are coming here, 3 years ago with a 10-year-old.
Create traditions. I like that because it's the truth.
It is the truth.
I mean, everybody that I heard here said they come every year to take their pictures.
Every year, the red truck, the pumpkins.
For every season.
And that's it. That's the seasonality. Miami's hot, obviously. We all know that. But when you come here, you feel like you're somewhere else.
It's cold right now. It just got cold.
Listen, this is the craziest thing, and I want everybody to know this. 5 minutes ago, it looked like the world was about to end. Over there, when I was talking to Cohen Higgins,
yes,
she was like, "Don't get afraid, but it looks like we're going to be a hurricane right now." It was purple. And then all of a sudden,
lights went out?
No, everything went out. Now everything left. It's a cool breeze. It's crazy.
It was
Look
great.
At this.
It's great. It's great right now.
Es una locura.
And like your wife said, it's a Hallmark card here.
It's a Hallmark card.
It's the place to be, It's an experience, and it's memory making. It's where people can come. You have roots here, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, it's great. It's just,
and you've been with the Berry Farm for a few years now.
Yeah, for 5 years now.
What gave you that passion?
Honestly, so my background is in education, and I'm very much a person that enjoys community and that tradition that, year over year, what you can kind of expect and know, and the roots. Again, it's the roots. And so it feels very natural because it's so family oriented. It's a place where families can make memories. I mean, how could I not love that? I'm a mom, we're all,
No, listen.
No, not me. It's okay. I have nieces.
God who didn't give him children, they gave him nephews and nieces. You're good.
But I was
good.
going to say, we're all somebody's relative. If you're not a mom, you're a sister, you're an aunt, you're a dad, a brother, whatever. Here you get to be that in real time and just enjoy the people that you love. Everybody's got this thing, which is great, but not so great, but great. Okay. Yeah. But when you come here,
it has its pros and cons.
Yeah. But you come here and you're here. You make a memory. You're looking at each other's faces. You're conversing. The kids are playing. You're talking about again, it's the tradition.
Well, number one, when you look here, what you're seeing is wholesome fun. This is wholesome fun.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, the fact of that to have the security, I'm looking at it. I'm seeing all the security you have here. Yeah. The fact that they don't permit kids here, with a drink or vaping or any of that sense right now. The fact of being a parent, and we've talked about this with all our guest stars, but at the end of the day, that you could go ahead and have your kid knowing that, hey, where are the kids? At the Berry Farm? Yo estoy tranquilo. I'm good. It's perfect. I tell you that, to your point, this is a place that when you come and you say, I work here, how can you not enjoy the fact of the open air?
So nice.
And the fact of, I was talking to Carl, and he says, I said, listen, we have the Imagineers in Disney World. What do you call the people here? What do we call them? The farmer engineers or the farmer? Because he says you guys meet every Tuesdays or
every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
That's so amazing.
To go over different stuff. To keep this place fresh. And how do we keep everybody coming back?
It's really, again, it's a team effort. We're always thinking about this place, and that's kind of the thing. It's we are like a little family here. Obviously, they're their family, but again, I feel very much a part of it. My husband also works here.
Oh, nice.
My sisters have worked with us in some capacity at some point also. So it's it just feels natural. And I think about my family a lot, but I think about this place if I'm not thinking about my family, I'm thinking about what else at the Berry Farm. What else are we doing? What is the next thing? How can we prepare?
And we heard that there are new surprises in 2 weeks.
A lot of things coming through. A lot of things are coming through.
We were just talking about that.
We're always
the
working
chickens.
on them. Yes, the chickens.
And the eggs.
Listen.
We can't say much,
but there's chicken and eggs.
That's right.
The chicken and the eggs, and we're all excited about it. Man. We are.
So,
those are going to be the best.
Well, I just can't imagine of anything else. I ask you, what can we highlight from now? What can you highlight to our viewers from now to December?
I could say to you that if you come here for harvest, when you come for winter, you will feel something else. You will feel something different. You will feel something. That's kind of the great thing.
Yeah.
There's a jam right now.
This is Manny getting charged.
Woo-hoo! You gotta go out there and do the dancing.
Oh God! Wait, before they kill me. I came to the podcast with the boss lady today.
Uh-oh.
I know. You guys gotta both go out there. She did it. She danced.
She did. Yeah, she line danced.
That's not easy.
Oh wait, okay. So we have harvest. What else? What else
Harvest. Harvest. We have Wicked Country. Okay. Some people are upset that we're not doing the Halloween thing, like the full blown, but that's okay because we're gonna do Wicked Country. And it's going to be a line dancing.
But you know what?
Theme.
Carl told me that they're going to do that.
The line dancing with the Halloween costumes.
Because we used to do a haunted thing.
Right.
That's fine. We're going to do Wicked Country. The kids are going to love it. It's going to be awesome.
I love it.
After that, we're going into Winter Festival. We have the walking light path at nighttime. You've been.
That's beautiful. We got to come to that. To the winter.
The best Santa Claus in town.
Very bright winter nights. Our nighttime.
Y ustedes también van con los perros.
The dogs love us too.
And the peppermint milkshake.
And the peppermint milkshake. We love that one for sure.
Love that
one. You get engrossed in winter when you come
literally.
Here.
Oh boy, I'll come with an outfit for that one.
With a little scarf and some mittens.
Well, listen. I love the fact that, again, we are fans of the Berry Farm.
Yes.
We are fans of the Berry Farm.
Huge fan.
And we're here for every step of the way that you guys do this because we cannot, put enough out there of how families should come to the Berry Farm. If you have not been here, guys, come. This is my first time. I know I've always talked about it, but I've seen it in pictures. And Anna's always reported back.
Yes.
And she's always telling me, I can't believe you're not there. I'm here today. And I've been here since 4 o'clock. And I will not be leaving here till 11 o'clock. But Erika, kudos to you, to the whole family, what you guys are doing. And all I can say is just keep up, keep on rocking.
Can I just say, I do want to say thank you everybody that has been with us today.
Oh my God, yes.
Everybody that's been with us today, all of the people that came and spoke on behalf of the Berry Farm and got our message out because truthfully, we feel like we have a mission here to give the community something amazing and the support that we get not only from folks like you, the small businesses that work with us, but the community that comes and pours money back in and just continues to help us do it.
You're giving back.
It's, we are a small business. We're all families here, and thank you. Thank you to the community of South Florida and everybody.
And I'll say this before we leave. The funny thing about it is half of the guests that were here were just here because they were really here at the Berry Farm.
Oh, yeah.
And Mayor Fraga, the other commissioners, they just come because they came with their kids, and we're like, hey, come and chat on the pod. So, you can tell these people are always here.
Passionate.
So Anna, anything else before we go, love?
No, I think you've covered everything pretty much. So I love that you guys are also tying in the educational aspect.
Oh, yes.
Coming soon.
Yes,
absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
The field trips, the
100%.
school functions that we have here. I mean, again, obviously my background. So for me, it's amazing. Thank you.
We're very appreciative.
Thank you, Erika.
Here in South Florida.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
And with that, I tell you guys, we love you, our family from a day in Miami, straight from the Berry Farm.
Berry Farm.